catching feelings, baby.
Hey guys, it's girl Keandra and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be getting ready, so y'all are going to be getting ready with me. I apologize in advance for my air in the background. I would cut it off, but it is hot in Texas. But yeah, y'all are gonna watch me get ready as I talk about 29 things that I learned in my 20s, because by the time you guys are seeing this, y'all are probably going to see this on my birthday. Your girl is turning 30 years old. So yeah, if you are still in your 20s, you can avoid some of these things that I went through, then hopefully you will get something from this video. So that's why I'm sharing with you all, and then y'all gonna watch me get ready for my little lunch date. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see me. Don't look at the background, y'all. It's a lot going on. I got a pack for my trip coming up for my birthday. It's just a whole lot of. So anyways, so we are going to talk about 29 things that I learned in my 20s. Starting with the most important thing: establish your relationship with God. And if you don't believe in God and you're more spiritual or whatever, that's cool too. But I know for me, I had to form my own relationship with God, and just simply, like, because my dad's a preacher, you guys know, so simply just, oh, I'll go to church, and I grew up in church my whole life, and yeah, I'm saved or whatever. But it's different when religion is forced upon you, and then when you experience it for yourself. Recently I started back going, like just now started going back going to a church where the majority was black people, because I had so much church trauma growing up. I stopped going to Baptist, or I guess predominantly black churches altogether. I haven't been to my home church in about 6 or 7 years. But it was more so, I just felt like, you know, you're growing up as the preacher's kid, people expect, you know, you to act and be a certain way, and it's just a microscope on you almost. And it was just like, too many people knew me, they knew my family, they knew my business. Like, I just didn't like that. So I started going to churches where majority was white. I went to a non-denominational church. I've been going to it for maybe 4 or 5 years, and then it kind of got to a point where I wasn't really feeling it no more, I'm not gonna lie. And I also know that now that I'm getting older, I want to, you know, meet my husband. And like, I don't go out, y'all. Like, I'm not like a club party person. So the only place I could meet my husband, I guess, is if he's my Amazon delivery guy, or, you know, at church, work, but I work with kids, so not there, or church, work, or Walmart, or Target. And I be doing curbside pickup. So yeah, I was like, okay, well, I would love to meet my husband at church. I mean, who wouldn't want to meet the person they're supposed to spend the rest of their life with at church? But I wouldn't go into no church, no black folks. And I'm not saying my husband couldn't be white, but I don't think he is. So I just felt like, okay, well, maybe I need to start going to, you know, a black church, or a church with black people. But the area I live in, there's not a lot of black people, but I did find one. And so I just started doing that last Sunday, and then my birthday is this Sunday. So, oh Lord, sorry y'all didn't fail. But like I was saying, my birthday is this upcoming Sunday. So all right, sorry about that, y'all. Hopefully it's not crooked. But anyways, so yeah, my birthday is this upcoming Sunday. And so yeah, I've been going to a new church, and I'm not just going because I want a husband, but you know, like I said, I just had to heal my church trauma, get to the root of it, figure out why I stopped going to church to begin with, because I had stopped going for probably about a year, and then I started back going. And then but they, like I said, they've just been, for the last couple of years, they've been non-denominational churches, and it's just not what I was growing up, it's not what I was raised on. And you know, I was missing the gospel music and, you know, the relatable sermons and stuff. Because one thing that I've noticed about like non-denominational churches, they try to make, which is nothing wrong with it, but they try to make their, I guess, their sermons or their message relate to everybody, so they're kind of generalized. But yes, it was like sometimes you go to black churches, you just kind of relate more. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but whatever. So yeah, that was just number one. One thing I learned, I had to just really work on my relationship with God and establish one with him, one that I can say I did on my own from experience, and not one that was forced upon me. Next is get a hobby, y'all. Like, okay, so this is something that I used to say content creation was my hobby because that wasn't my 9 to 5, but now I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to feel like work. So if you do get a hobby and then you do start to monetize it or get money from it, get another one, because that's something that I'm currently still dealing with. Like, content creation was my hobby, but now I'm actually making pretty good money from it. So, well, not like pretty good, but enough to where I ain't gotta borrow money from family members anymore, but enough to like kind of keep me afloat. But you know, we gonna get there to where I'm like solely, you know, where it's like matching my actual income. But right now I'm doing just okay, where I'm not stressing over meals or anything or bills. But content creation used to be fun for me, and now it's starting not to be because I have deadlines and like the pressure and then like the algorithm, and it's like I spent all this time editing this TikTok and then they only get 200 views, like stuff like that. So get a hobby that you know, genuinely like and love. And like I said, if you just choose to monetize it, because you can really do anything. I really want to try to do a adult gymnastics class. I want to get back into that. Yeah, I know I coached for years, but yeah, I don't know, just a way to stay in shape. I've gained so much weight since I quit coaching because I'm not really moving anymore because I sit at a desk now. But since I'm off for the summer, I really want to try to like get into that. But yeah, so find a hobby so that you aren't, you know, burnt out, because I was definitely burnt out. That is why I haven't been getting a lot of content from me, because yeah, I was just super burnt out. But yeah, get a hobby. Next is take risk. Like, you literally have to like get out of your comfort zone to grow. And for me, I didn't like, and that's something I'm still struggling with. Something actually, it's so funny, like last weekend my friend had invited me out to go out, and like, y'all, I don't go out because I just don't have fun. Like, I don't like wearing heels, and I kind of have to because I'm like short or whatever. Like, if it's not like a special occasion, like somebody's birthday or something, even then I probably won't even go to that. Like, I just like being in the house. And then to complain about being single and that I ain't got nobody. Like, you have to take risk and do things that you normally wouldn't do to get results and to get changes in the stuff that you want to see. And I feel like with me, like the biggest risk I probably took in my 20s, which leads me to my next point, is just moving out of my hometown. Like, granted, if I lived in my hometown, I would probably have everything made for me. Like, when I went to college in my hometown, I was never without a meal. I was never really broke because my family was there. Even though I didn't live at home, because I would either live on campus or in like the college apartments. If I needed anything, my grandma or my mom or my dad or whoever would come and supply it for me. So whenever I had moved to Atlanta, I felt like that was a very big culture like shock for me, because I was used to being or living in a small town, and then I moved to a city, and then I had nobody, like absolutely nobody in Atlanta. Like, I had friends, but I didn't have like family or whatever. Thankfully, I never really went without, and of course I had a roommate who is still my friend, that y'all know, Brittany. But yeah, that was just a really big, like, I'm happy I did that, because now I know that I can like make it on my own no matter where I go, because I did that. Like, I feel like if you can live in Atlanta by yourself, you can live anywhere by yourself. but you know, moving out of my hometown, I think it definitely built character, and it helped me to really find who I was, and not, it helped me find out who I was, because I felt like, not that I was a follower, but I was just doing what everybody else was doing around me, because that's all I knew. And it made me meet more people, and I just felt like I really like became who I am today, which I think I'm a better person now than I was growing up, for a lot of reasons, but mainly I found myself. So I definitely think that moving out your hometown and taking those risks are very important, especially in your 20s. And then what's next? Traveling. So yeah, so traveling, girl, like I said, I come from a small town. I didn't get on a plane until, ooh, excuse me, I didn't get on a plane until I was 22, I think. It was like when I graduated college, and I went to Atlanta. And y'all, like, traveling is so much fun. Go with the right people. Y'all went on a cruise last year. Y'all see my cruise vlog. I never do that again with my family. Like, I love them, but baby, I never do it again. Well, actually, I ain't pay for it, so if they pay for it, I might do it. But the point was, travel with people who, you know, who got, like, for instance, my birthday trip that's coming up, the people that I'm going with had their money the day I told them about it. They was like, okay, what's up? Like, no problems, no stalling, no, like, I've never experienced that. Like, y'all know, like, how people be like, oh, like, those trips that made it out the group chat. I've never experienced that till, like, now, and I'm 29. Like, but honestly, every time I plan a trip, because I've been on a lot of trips, it always start off with like 6 people, and then it end up being like 3 or 2. Like, I kid you not, like, every time. And so this year for my birthday, I'm getting off topic, but this year for my birthday, I said I wanted to spend it alone, and they were like, why aren't you having a birthday dinner? I was like, bro, like, people disappoint me every year on my birthday, and I'm already sad because I'm turning 30 because I feel old as fuck. Like, y'all not about to do that this year. So I'm not having a birthday dinner. I said that I wanted to go see the Little Mermaid, and I wanted to go to Chili's and get me a triple dipper. Like, my friends who like aren't going with me on my trip, they're like, oh yeah, let me know when you do something for your birthday. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not, but okay. And I haven't, some people I still haven't told, but I mean, they ain't asked either, so it's fine. But I'm not mad. I'm genuinely not mad. I remember last year, I'm getting off topic, I can talk, I swear I can talk. Last year I was dating a guy, and he was supposed to come to my birthday brunch and meet my family, and literally the day of my birthday, we stopped talking. He was like, I'm sorry, I can't come, blah blah. And that was the last time I talked to him. I was like, who the fuck does it to somebody on their birthday? Like, so because of that, like, I think the year before I went on a trip, or none of my friends came. Like, it's just like, I'm tired of being disappointed on my birthday. So now I just choose to celebrate it by myself, because that way, like, I can't, you know, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyways, what was I talking about? Traveling. Make sure y'all travel, you know, and get away, meet new people, you know, and new experiences, and make sure you travel with people who you like, and don't be traveling with people who don't have the same budget as you. That too. Okay, next is, it's okay to be selfish sometimes. So that's something that I had to learn, because I used to feel bad for being selfish, because in my mind I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that because I wouldn't do that to them. But people don't give a fuck. They really don't. Be selfish. Be selfish, because they didn't care when they did it to you. So be selfish. And that's something I've currently been doing. I've been saying no a lot more, and I have been, wow, where's my brush? I've been setting boundaries, which I'm pretty sure is somewhere on this list, but we're gonna circle back to that in a second. But you gotta, I'm not saying like do people how they do you or whatever, because it's not like a tit for tat type of thing. It's just more so is, if it's not doing you any good mentally, physically, financially, then let it go. Like, it's okay to say no. And that's something that, like I said, I've been doing lately. Like, if I just don't feel like going, I don't go, and I don't feel bad about it. That was the part. Like, I had no problem like saying no, but like I would then feel bad about it. Now I don't feel bad about it. I just reschedule. Oh, you got a birthday dinner and I really don't want to go, or you know, I ain't got paid this week, or you know, whatever. We'll just go when I get paid. Like stuff like that. Like it's really just not even that serious for real. And either you have friends that support it and understand, or you have friends that get mad and then that's not who you should be friends with. And you just keep it moving, because that's what I've been doing. I don't know about y'all. I do what makes me happy, because that's all you can do, really. So yeah, so it's okay to be selfish sometimes. Next is take your vitamins. Y'all, we are getting older and we have to take care of ourselves and our bodies. Like we're not the same 24-year-olds that could like go to the club and then wake up early the next day and go to work. Like we're not those people anymore. I know for me, if I don't take my iron pills, bro, like I'm out of, like literally, like just don't even talk to me, bro. Like I've literally been feeling so sick the past couple of days, and I realized it's because I haven't been taking my iron. I thought something was wrong with me. I had no clue what was going on. Whole time I just need to take my iron. Like that is important. Take your iron pills, your B12s, your what else do I take? Ashwagandha. My God, ashwagandha is that one. Take y'all some ashwagandha, and if y'all like Goli gummies, use my code Keandra to get y'all some money off, because they got some ashwagandha gummies. And them gummies hit, bro. Them gummies can save a couple lives. Them gummies is damn near crack. Like, I mean, I've never tried crack, so I don't know, but I just know that I could be sad and then I take some ashwagandha and then I don't even care no more. Don't even be sad. Don't even be, what is sad after you take ashwagandha, you know? So anyways, yeah, take your vitamins. Next is exercise. Like I said, I gained about 20 pounds since I stopped coaching. And whenever we had went on spring break, I said, okay, I'm gonna work out every day and kind of eat decent, because I wasn't stressed eating anymore, because I wasn't dealing with no kids, because we had a week free of kids. And I lost 7 pounds, and I was like, oh, okay, so if I just work out, and I mean the bare minimum, y'all, I was doing the whole 12, 3, 30 on the treadmill, where you just walk, and I was only walking for like 30 minutes. Y'all, that's all I was doing every day. 30 minutes of cardio, and I lost 7 pounds in a week. So I say all that to say, where is my glue for my eyelash? I'm sorry, y'all. I say all that to say, exercise, because I mean, you could try to just, you know what I miss? I miss when, like, when you have a heartbreak, like you and your man break up, and then you would lose like 20 pounds. That happened to me. Like my last breakup, I lost like 15 pounds in 3 days. I literally could not eat for a week. Like, I miss those type of heartbreaks. The last dude that broke my heart, I just ate. And I was like, dang, I must didn't like him that much if I just kept eating. But anyway, my point is, what was my point? Exercise, so you don't get big and your back don't be as big like mine is now. But it's okay, because my face card eats, okay? I'm happy I'm pretty, because my back, I got stretch marks on my arms. Y'all know when Cardi B be calling Nicki Minaj arms, I took it personally, even though she wasn't talking about me, because I felt that, because I too have bigger arms now. But yeah, next is, it's okay to cut off family members. I am pro cut off family members, those toxic ones. I have one in particular. Cut off that toxic family member, especially when you know you ain't done nothing wrong. That's my thing. It'd be different if like I did something wrong. I'll own up to it, because I'm very self-aware. But when I know I ain't done nothing wrong and you just still choosing to be toxic, cut them off. You do not need them. They don't pay your bills. If they not helping you financially, mentally, emotionally, cut them people off, okay? Just cut them off. It don't matter. You know, I hope all is well. Just wish them well, pray for them, and wish them well. That's all you can do. Because the way God take care of me, I'm gonna be just fine. Cut out them toxic family members. It's okay, especially if you grown. Now if you dependent on them, might be kind of hard, but I don't depend on nobody, so cut them off and love them from a distance. All right, next is going to be quit that job. Y'all know I'm the queen of quitting jobs. I think this is probably the longest I've kept a job in a long time, the one I currently have, because number one, I ain't got no responsibilities. I ain't got no kids depending on me. Now if you got kids, think about your kids. Don't quit that job. If you ain't got no kids, quit that job. There are a lot more jobs you can do. Baby, you can make what I make yearly doing Uber. I mean, just find what works for you, bro. Like, just find what works for you, because at this point, just quit that job. I mean, I'm just queen, quit that job. And even now, like, honestly, if I wasn't off for the summer, I'd probably be looking for another job. But why would I do that? Why would I do that when I get the whole summer off? But you know, like, I'm not saying I have the best job ever, but it paid the bills and I get off for the summer. So find you a job that works with what you want to do. Now I can create content. Now there is no excuse for me to not create content. Of course I'm gonna find one, because depression, but honestly, I'm booming on TikTok. We almost about to hit 10K on TikTok. If you don't follow me on TikTok, go follow me over there. But yeah, like, girl, quit that job. If you are so unhappy, quit the job. I would say have another one lined up, but then again, child, I quit jobs all the time that don't have nothing lined up, and God looked out for me. So you better go back to number one when I said establish a relationship with God. If you're gonna quit without having a backup, make sure God got your back. He can help you pay your rent, or you got something. I don't know. If honestly, I thought I made a video about how to make money if you broke, but if y'all need me to run that back, let me know. Because when I tell y'all I was without a job for months and my rent was a lot, and I was just, I don't even know how. Nobody but God. Now that I think about it, that's crazy. Like, my testimony is crazy. Like, I mean, I was working a part-time job. I was working a seasonal job at Kohl's, y'all. I don't even know if I ever told y'all that. I was working a seasonal job at Kohl's. Like, literally getting like 6 hours a week. Like, no hours at all. And I had a car note and rent and insurance, and I just had to pay for all this stuff. Now granted, yes, I did fall behind on a lot of those bills. Thank God my car never got repoed, and I never got evicted. But yeah, that, and it was a time where I literally had my part-time job. Now during the holidays I had a lot of hours, it was fine, but I still wasn't making nothing. Like, I was just like the cashier at Kohl's, you know. But damn, that's crazy, like how far I've come. And it was like no shame in my game either. Damn, sorry, I just had a moment. That's crazy. But anyways, what's I talking about? Quitting that job. Quit that job. But you gotta really have faith and believe in God, though. That's the only way you're gonna get through that. Next is have multiple streams of income. Y'all know I talk all the time, like, I have multiple streams of income, just not enough to just quit my job. But that's like the goal, I guess, because I figured out a way to get well, I'm not monetized on TikTok, but I do make money from TikTok. So I make money from like all my social medias, TikTok, Instagram, and then YouTube. I haven't figured out a way to do it on Twitter yet, but that's fine. I just talk shit on there anyway. But Twitter, not Twitter, but yeah, multiple streams of income. So of course my social medias, and then of course my job, and then you can always, you can sell your clothes. You can sell your clothes on Poshmark, eBay, Plato's Closet, like emo clothes. If you've never heard me say that, that is like my, oh, that's where my lash glue was. Anyway, I hate Plato's Closet. Like, you gotta follow me on TikTok, bro. I hate Pato's Closet, because every time I go there, they only take like my emo clothes, and I think it's because everybody there is emo. There's nothing against people who are emo, but it's just like, just say that if you just wanted emo clothes, you know, like black, grungy, rock band clothes, like just say that. So I stopped wasting my time bringing all my cute Shein and Pretty Little Thing and Fashion Nova clothes for you to turn around and be like, oh, it's not in season. But them combat Doc Marten boots are. Y'all wear Doc Martens all year round? Maybe I do. I don't know. But I sure gave them some that I got from Rouge 21 that was $5 and it was uncomfortable and they squeak like them boots that should squeak on SpongeBob. Yeah, and they took them and gave me like $20 for them. I only paid $5. But anyway, what was I saying? Have multiple streams of income. That's very important. That way, if you do have a day where you don't want to be, you know, bothered, or you don't want to go to work, you need a mental health day, you still got money coming in. Especially if you know you don't need to be if you know you don't need to be missing no days and you don't get no PTO, have multiple streams of income. All right, next, don't ignore red flags. This is when it comes to dating. Because baby, every relationship that I had that ended, I know why it ended. I saw it coming. I just wasn't paying attention. Like, it was very clear once I got over the heartbreak why things ended. So that's pretty, like, yeah, just don't ignore red flags. Listen to your intuition, which should be my next one. Is that my next one on the list? It's on there somewhere, child. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't do it. Date them all. Date them all. What else did I say? If you are single, it's okay. Especially if you're my age. I think in our late 20s, people are like expect us to have kids and stuff because our parents had kids. But y'all gotta understand, like, the economy was different. Like, outside was cheaper when y'all was having kids. It's expensive. Like, outside is expensive right now. So no, I can't bring a kid into what I currently got going on. Also, if I'm crying and the kid crying, who gonna help who? We can't both be crying. Cause I cry almost every day. I cry every other day. And it don't even be nothing wrong. I just cry just to cry. So no, yeah, no, kids ain't, get off those dating apps. Y'all, your husband is not on BOK. He not on Tinder. Why my camera cut off? Why when I say he not on Tinder, my camera gonna cut off? He not on Hinge. He might be. I don't know. I've met some pretty nice men on Hinge. But girl, get off the dating app. Your husband not there. He not there. What else should I put on here? If he wanted to, he would. That's a big lesson I learned in my 20s. I used to date this guy, and the only thing I ever asked him for was flowers. That nigga always had weed, but could never buy me flowers. I don't even smoke. You think he about to smoke in my house and you can't even buy me flowers? Yeah, no. If he wanted to, he would, and that's why we no longer talk. You're never too old for your dream. And I say that because I think about people like Jackie Yana, I think about people like Oprah, people who like got their success in their 30s. I think that's another reason why I was kind of sad about turning 30, because I felt like I've been trying to be, you know, this person, this content creator for a long time now. And yeah, I have a little success, but I guess not the success I wanted. You know, some people blow up overnight, and that just hasn't happened to me yet. So, but you're never too old for your dream. I'm not even old. I'm not old at all. I don't know why I feel like I'm old. I'm not old, but you know, just you're never too old for your dream, whatever it is. My brother, if I'm 29, he like 28. My brother's trying to be a pro wrestler. And he got like his first game, not his first game, what is it, match? I don't know how wrestling goes. He got his first match coming up. And I'm like, damn, nigga, you been trying to be a wrestler for a while. Look at you, pro wrestler. You know, you're just never too old. Don't let nobody ever tell you you're too old to do whatever it is you want to do. Create a solid friend group. That is so important. And that's more so a friend group who likes to do the same things you do. Like, you know, you have like your friends, like you have your friends from like back home and stuff, and then you have like people who have her same like mind as you. Like for instance, if you do content creation or whatever, those friends who don't mind taking those photos, because they want their photos taken too. Like, you need to curate your own little social group in that sense. Not so much as like, oh, if you're out with your best friend from childhood, like, they're not gonna understand. I mean, they might. If they're a good friend, they might understand that, you know, you want your picture taken because everything is content. But don't get mad at them because they don't, because that's not the life they live, if that makes sense. So just find friends who want to do the same shit that you want to do, basically. You get what I'm saying? And then, dang, 29 is a lot. Jesus. Being a good person doesn't mean bad things won't happen to you. That's something I had to learn, because I used to think, oh, I'm a good woman, I'm the best girlfriend, why am I still getting cheated on, blah blah blah. Because being a good person doesn't mean bad things won't happen to you. Sometimes you are brought into people's lives to be a lesson, and that is okay. Sometimes you're just there to be just a lesson, and you know, something that, you know, later on they'll be like, okay, dang, I had something good, let me do better. And that's okay. I had to be okay with that, because at first I was like, nah, fuck them. But hey, you know, if I can help the people, I feel like I'm doing God's work. God, you can just, you know, put it on my tab, you know, let me get in heaven for helping these niggas. And yeah, I think that that is great, a great thing to do. And just don't, you know, just charge to the game, just charge to the game. I did say don't ignore your intuition. I said that earlier. Healing isn't linear. Yes, there are things I am still healing from, and just when I think I'm over it, somebody does something that triggers me, and then I realize it's not linear. And that's okay. Take as much time as you need, but broken people still deserve love too. If you're like me, who like wanted to completely heal before I dated again, somebody gonna come and love you for everything that you are, flaws and all, and it's not gonna be a requirement, but they're gonna help you heal. So don't ever think just because you're not completely healed from something that you don't deserve good things or love or whatever. Healing isn't linear, so it's gonna take time. Learn to say no and set boundaries, because people will walk all over you. Talking from experience, they'll walk all over you. Make sure you find yourself. There's nothing worse than somebody old as hell, still not knowing themselves, still being a follower, still trying to do what everybody else trying to do instead of doing what's meant for them. Because what God showed them and whatever their vision, their goal, their aspirations in life are, that's not for you. So find what your purpose is, because you're gonna be sad failing at trying to do what the next person doing. Do what's meant for you, and stop self-sabotaging. That's something I used to do. When things are going like a little too good, I'm just like, okay, I need to start an argument. Like, I just don't trust people, and that's something I'm working on, me personally. But yeah, don't be like me. Don't self-sabotage. You deserve great things just like everybody else does. So if you see the person next to you, your homegirl, your friend, your neighbor receiving blessings, just know yours is on the way, and it's around the corner. 30 isn't old. That's something I tell myself daily. 30 is not old. 30 isn't old, and I still have plenty of time to do what it is I need to do. I can still have kids. Okay, I think for some reason in my mind, I'm like, oh, 30, can't have kids. I can still have kids. I can still get married. I can still become a big YouTuber. I can still, you know, do whatever the fuck I want to do, because 30 is just a number, and it's not old at all. And last but not least, life does not stop at 30. So I have a lot more life to live. What I've learned now, because now I kind of have more money, I'm about to start traveling and stuff more. And I heard, you know, 30s is just your 20s with money, and so far I see it. So yeah, that's 29 things, probably 30, because Lord knows I can talk. 29 things that I've learned in my 20s. If you're watching this on my birthday, tell me happy birthday down in the comments, because I'm probably sad somewhere crying in church, because I always go to church. My birthday's on a Sunday. I always go to church. I'm gonna go to church, and I'm gonna go see The Little Mermaid, and then stay tuned for my birthday trip coming the following weekend, because it's gonna be lit. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, bye guys.